which means we can start. So we have the file I am going to die, which is realistically going to happen. Load. That's where we stopped last Wednesday. Okay, before I unpause, let's see what the status is. We haven't run into any hostile enemies this in this solar system, but I'm guessing that this represents them. I'm not really clear on what these fogs are, if they even have a purpose. It doesn't matter. Okay, so let's set up our priorities. We want to make shields and defenses as soon as possible, but we will have to set up resource refinement for that purpose. I'm not really rich when it comes to hull blocks. But I should be able to afford at least this much. Okay, let's unpause. Are we done in this system? No, we're not. We are... Oh, this isn't linked? This isn't built. That's what it is. Is everybody sleeping? No, I'm just having it on a low speed. Let's speed this up a bit. When we mine out the last of the asteroids... Oh, there's quite a bit of ice here, which is good. So it's nighttime now, so we'll speed up. We're already, I think, 15 fuel rods down, but I've mined some out, and I can do that here, so it's fine. We have 10 extra fuel rods that we can make. And I still have the energy blocks and the tech blocks, so I can make some of the systems already. The music in this game is actually very good. It's kind of synth tech kind of thing. It's appropriate, let's just say. I'm not gonna describe it too heavily. It's, let's say, just appropriate. Links. We do want to use this to link it because we want this to power this through. Oh, okay. That's fine. We don't care about you. We will be do trading later. Right now I don't have anything worth trading, I think. No, nothing. There's some scrap, but we can use the scrap for now. Okay, so we still need to get that ice sorted. Okay, so it seems to be locked out on this particular system. There doesn't seem to be a pirate ship around, so we have some free reign to do everything we want. Hopefully build up the shields and the cannon this round. If we luck out, we might even get a new crew member in one of the ships. So I'm just gonna lay out the ship now, the walls. Okay, so this makes this kind of block, but I do need... at some point I will run out of the blocks for this, so let's make the... That's one of the things that the game doesn't tell you, what's the proper order to build things in. I do think that I need metal refinery before anything else. Metal refinery chews up a lot of power, but it makes the required plates for everything else, so should be fine. On pause, and once the ice is mined up, we will go to the next system. We have enough fuel still. One of the things I forgot to mention about things that use up fuel rods, things that use up a lot of fuel rods is when you do a hyperspace jump. So when you jump between systems, so not a regular inside of a system, so not star to star, but actually not planet to planet, but actually star to star. When you jump between these, oh, I don't like this because, for example, look, this here, and I do want to explore all of it. Uh, when you jump through here, you're gonna use the hyperspace fuel as well as fuel rods for the cryo chamber, and each cryo chamber will use up one fuel rod per jump. Everything is very fuel rod heavy. Just building up the time spent building up the ship used up like 14 or 15 rods already. If I had stuff to trade, I would just unload on them and get extra fuel rods from that, but right now I don't have the resources for that. I do have some cargo, but nothing that I'm willing to part with because all of this is required still. Later on, I can trade the fiber and some of these probably the infra scrap or for infra blocks because that's the most common material you will be finding. There we go. So we are done on the system. So let's ready for a jump and get the heck out of here. The game will warn you if you're about to leave somebody behind. Are we ready? Oh, we are. I'm just being silly. Okay, so where are we gonna jump? We have fuel here. We also have fuel and a derelict here, and also a derelict here. I'm trying to see how These are quite far, so let's take this route. Yeah, I was correct, so we can then take this and back. I'm trying to optimize the route because I want to save up as much fuel as I can. I don't want to use extra fuel when I don't need to use extra fuel. Because fuel is a valuable. Another thing the game doesn't tell you is that you can move your ship around before deploying it. Actually, it does tell you, but it's just that it's not very obvious. At least for me, I'm being blind. Oh, no, 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 no. I want you to mine that out, and then we're gonna set up. Oh, let's check the comfort level for this. It's actually quite okay. Not as much, but it's not bad. Okay. So because I only have 4 crew members, I'm going to wait on exploring the derelict until after we mine this out, because I want them also to do the tasks around the ship. And do we have any extra hull scrap? No, we do not. This is a bigger ship. So ships that you run into, at least for now, are split into 2 categories. One is an empty ship that can possibly have crew, or just data logs and other random things. Two is an alien ship, which is full of aliens. Aliens come into 2 varieties: a small spider-like thing and a large floating brute, which is more dangerous. They become quite dangerous later on because of how easily they can overwhelm you. So it's not, at least for me, it's not recommended to explore ships on a highest speed because you need to take a slower approach. The big guys can really easily take you out. Okay, they sleep a lot. Okay, so put this on normal speed. Who did we say is so you are in the away team and Galaxy is in the away team, so you two will go. We're gonna go explore a ship. I don't have more weapons yet, so I'm not gonna get anybody else to do this. As far as weapons are concerned, uh, essentially it's shotguns are good for aliens, machine guns are good against pirates. If you're gonna be doing boarding actions, which is something that I don't recommend, at least right now, because it seems to be luck or the draw, or at least the inherent skills of each pilot that determine what the effectiveness of your attack will be, because you can't really equip them with anything else apart from the basic stuff. That's probably something that's gonna be added on later. Right now, it's very much a luck of the draw. Okay. Ah, it's an alien ship. Okay, so we want to take this slow because we don't know how many aliens there will be in this ship. Because we're in an early system, there shouldn't be too many. Shotguns work wonders against them. Also, this is a good time to explain the bars under the, well, not under, well, yeah, the under the, oh, we even get a crew on this. Oh, we lucked out. So we get a crewman and a derelict. We lucked out real nice. So the red bar is health. The yellow bar is consciousness. If that drops, your character goes unconscious, which can be very dangerous, and you have to lift him up because he can suffocate if his oxygen runs out, or uh, you can get eaten by the aliens. The blue one is oxygen. You can refill that at limited amount of times in an airlock when you are docked. And the consciousness recovers automatically gradually, as long as you're not being attacked. The big aliens can actually knock you out quite easily. You can actually, one of the cool things you can do, and I really like this about this game, is that you can actually position your players, your characters, and then just open the gate. And that way you can put yourself in a more favorable position when you're entering a room, or even draw some of the enemies out before engaging them. So it's a really cool concept. I like boarding. I like how it's done in this game. Oh, there we go. So we got some credits, some notes, and the ship itself. Okay, so we will get these guys back. We have a fifth crew member now, so we will build an extra bed. I will immediately put two because there will be more crew coming later. And now I just want to know how I'm gonna position this without blocking anything. Hmm. I'll have to expand this room. This will block it, this will block. This might actually be okay, so I'm gonna build it like this. I'm gonna expand it later and then we're gonna change it, but for now it's gonna be like this. So I'm just gonna undraft this, they're automatically gonna return. And I'm gonna take all of this salvage. I want all of it at this point. And select all of the supplies. Of the supplies, 6 food, some plastics, medkits, 3 monster corpses, some hull blocks, and some energy blocks. Those are really important because every energy block I can take, I don't have to build. We're gonna get some good resources because there's a large generator here, uh, some untouched. There is a cryo chamber here, so all of this will do result in a very good scrap. Unfortunately, when you are salvaging, you don't get the exact building materials as if you would if you were building it yourself. You get scrap items, and then you have to recycle it, which is still better than nothing. And it's a good way to accumulate resources. Now they are being divided between two tasks, between mining and salvaging. So some of them will be salvaging and some of them will be mining. Fortunately, we don't have to fear any pirates yet, but I do want to set up my shields soon. I think actually that's the thing. I have to also then set up a console for it. Eh, I wanted the console room to be up here somewhere. Uh, I guess for now we can do it here. And then I can expand it later and move it. And I'm gonna move all of these consoles there. I'm just gonna make a room here. Insufficient oxygen levels. Where? Oh, probably because of building. Let me check what are the oxygen levels. Right now, I don't know if it's because of the alpha build or it's really their concept to do it like this. It's really easy to maintain levels of gases. It's actually the only big problem is happens if you have a fire and you have to vent. Uh, but other than that, it's fine. Okay, so we will speed up. Yeah, everybody's doing it fine, so this is okay. We will expand the room later on. I have to be very careful with expansion early on because I'm very limited on hull blocks. Later on, I have more than enough, especially after a few derelicts that you pillage. But early on, you're kind of limited. I can use resources I mine to make more, but that uses up energy, and I do want to make item fabricator at some point. Although right now the only items you can build are weapons. Uh, yeah, this is assembler. That's what I need. And then I'll need self-fuser later, and I'll need a chemical refinery. Chemical refinery is actually quite important. What else? There was one more. Ah, yes. This is for the advanced stuff, and you need these for the electronics. Salvage available, so which means that I have more salvage available in that ship, I believe. Just gonna yeah, there was scrap left. I like how it looks when you gradually disassembling the ship. Just stuff getting torn apart and moved to your cargo bay. Like everything that was yours is now mine. And then it's seeing it pile up here and moved into the cargo bays. Unattended tasks, construction. That's fine. Okay, I think I can start moving these over. So we're gonna move here. I'm just gonna expand the whole thing. There is no point in waiting at this point. Just gonna have to build a wall there. Of course, that means we need to get power there as well. Ah, let's get it here because we're gonna be expanding it later on anyway. Why is this double-sided? I don't get. Only want power to run one. Move this over here. Did you finish on the ship? I don't think you did. There's like I said, infra scrap is the one that's always the highest amount that you get. And I believe we got some monster corpses, didn't we? Oh, that's in this thing. Oh, they are not transferred yet. So we want this to be a separate room. With a separate door. Vents are one of the things that currently don't really make a difference because you can see CO2 and oxygen levels are equal regardless of walls being in place. One of the things that I do need to keep in mind is water vapor, because if it starts accumulating, I'm gonna have to do something about it. Oh, so doors count as vents. I didn't know that. You learn something new every day. Okay, so I'm gonna need shields eventually, so let's put a shield generator right now preemptively. I think I have enough for it, and I will need a shields console placed here. Critical resources low. Hull blocks. Yeah, I bet they are. We're gonna get some more hull scrap from this. There's one door that you left. There you go. Perfect. Is that it? There's some hull scrap left, and that's pretty much it. We have some scrap left there, but I don't think we need to pick that up. They collect the last of that scrap, and we can move on. Yeah, look, we already have 40 infra scrap left, and only 8 hull scrap. So infra scrap is very. I think that as of the next friendly ship that comes, we're gonna start selling the infra scrap. There's just no need to have so much of it. We will never be short on that. Although it sells for a pittance, it has to be said. Ah, yes, of course, that's not a power grid. Not an optimal location, but it'll work for now. There we go. Shields building up. Next task will be to get the first 2 turrets up, but I want to expand my area before going that far. Okay, are you done with the ship now? Yes, you are. We can move on. Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna move here, although there's nothing here. Oh, they are connected. So That one is probably connected to there. This one has a claimable ship, but we will not be claiming any ships. At least not this early. But we will be taking over that we will be taking over the other ship. So there is a claimable ship there. Which we will not... Well, we will claim in order to disassemble it. And then there is this thing that we need to discover. It seems to be a smaller ship. Okay, so what do we have here? Who is the new one? Dorinda. Dorinda, how are you on skills? Um, you're poor at weapons. So that means Galaxy and... who was it? Angela? Claudia. You two are still a designated. Actually, I want to have a third one. Taki, you're good enough. You're good enough, so come on, grab a gun. You're coming along. You only have a pistol, but that's gonna be enough for you right now. Okay. Oopsie daisy. It does select the ship when I click somewhere else, which is kind of annoying. Now this ship doesn't have an airlock, which means I have to settle it somewhere else. Fortunately, you can do this, and it'll create a little dock. I will also save my game, because I've mentioned this before, I am not above save scumming, and I don't know what's gonna happen on the ship. And even early on, aliens can be very unpleasant. Maybe we'll be lucky and get another crewman. You do want to have at least 6 or 7 crewmen as early as you can. Oh, it's an alien one. I want to minimize the damage to the ship itself. Okay, let's see what's in here. Oh, 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 oh. I say minimize damage to the ship and then I start shooting at walls. You can destroy pretty much every block, which can be useful when you're fighting pirates. Oh, so... see how much it dropped, even though it's a small weakling? Now, some of my crewmen are getting sleepy because I didn't let them rest and I got them into this position of let's investigate a ship, and Galaxy Squad is bleeding, which is something to be taken seriously, but it should be fine. It's oh, he's not bleeding, he's just... oh yeah, he is bleeding. Well, this is the end of the ship, so that's fine. We will undraft them and we will undraft the ship and let them go back. I don't have enough hull blocks yet to expand into a sick bay, even though I should really do that soon. For now, let's just have them all come back. You can heal your crewmen just by letting them rest, but sick bay seriously speeds that up. Okay, why are you sleeping on the floor? He needs a medical bed. I guess I don't have a choice about this matter anymore. I don't want him to die. I don't know why a medical bed is... Where is the medical bed? Life support. It's not under life support facility. It is under facility for some unknown reason. So I'm going to put this here for the time being. I think I can also I can't put it on a higher priority. That needs something that needs to be done. You need to be able to put these on a higher priority. So we need to get a medical bed completed for. So this is something that the game needs. I want to override what they are doing and force them to build this, but they're still doing everything else. Okay, Galaxy Squad, you're safe. I almost did what I said I wouldn't do, and I almost killed you. Okay, still have 13 hull scrap to do, so it's not like we're missing any. And we want this to be salvaged as soon as possible. Salvage that. What do we have here? Some corpses, some food, some hull. We want all of that. Now I am going to put oopsie daisy. No, I do not want to hull scrap on continuous. Can I put that on a higher priority? I cannot. Which sucks. I am out of tech blocks. And I will need them for the guns, I think. Yes, I need 3 of them for a single gun. Which one of those facilities? Resource. What makes tech blocks? Advanced assembler, probably. Yeah. Oh, I need a lot for that. I need to make the... I will need to expand the factory sooner than I expected. Now, the other ship can be claimed, but you still have to explore it in order to claim it. And since Galaxy Squad is currently being healed, we will leave him alone, and Claudia will be the one who's gonna go. As far as I know, the claimable ships are always empty. As far as I know, but I've been surprised before. Claudia has a shotgun, so she should be fine. Galaxy Squad, I made you a medical bed so that you can rest in the medical bed, and now you're resting in your own bed. Apparently you weren't as sick as you said you were. Even though it still says that you need a medical bed, I don't know why. As far as food is concerned, we are good still, I think. Yeah, we have 26 space food. 1 fruit, no veggies. I might need to make another greenhouse. Sorry about that. Move that here. To make a second greenhouse here. We have an extra crew member, so we would need to be able to provide for them. The only thing that food really needs is fertilizer, I think. Oh, it needs water as well. Makes sense when you think about it. Hey Galaxy Squad, I was just mentioning you, so you got wounded. You almost got killed. Well, not really. You almost got stunned, and I had to almost bring you back to the base on my arms. But fortunately, no such thing has happened. You are fine. Let's see now. Yeah. Are we getting more hull blocks? I wish I could do something about the priority of this. See, it has the highest priority here, but I want to set up priority of individual tasks, but doesn't let me do that, unfortunately. And right now there is like 42 infra scrap, which is actually I'm gonna get that off the list for now. I want it only to do. I want you to only do hull for now. Just do hull. Yeah, it looks like a cross. It's like I said, I'm building the ship like I'm building bases in Oni, just spreading it out. I don't have any grand design. It's gonna be a cube. It's going to be a Borg cube. That's all it's going to be. I'm gonna just try to make it as efficient as possible. Links, link this, and what we're gonna be growing inside veggies here. I said I'm gonna do fiber at least once, so that there, and I want to do meat as well. Just that's there. I think this one has more fruit. Yeah, this one has more fruit. The ship is already named the Floating Lou. Okay, so did we get this thing salvaged? Almost. Some tech scraps left. Time to go claim the ship. So we're not gonna use Galaxy Squad this time around because he had enough danger already. We want Claudia to do that when she comes back. Oh, we have a ship here. Can I actually? I don't have a communications console yet. Oh, I do. I do. I do. Excellent. Let's trade. So we will be trading what we don't need, and what we don't need is. Oh, I can't trade scrap. Interesting. Forgot about that. But these we don't need, so we will be trading those. We generally don't even need these, but we'll keep them for now. We don't need. Oh, you can trade scrap. It's here. So I'm just gonna put scrap there because I'm gonna have more scrap than I need. Accept. Another trade. You can have this as well. Accept. There we go. Well, I can't use Hell or Torture since that's what you've named your ships. I said I'm not gonna be stealing other people's ships' names. Why? Incoming transfer. Oh, yeah, guys. Uh, allow trade. Seriously, I wish there was more control over telling them which tasks they need to do. Claudia, you're gonna be drafted and you're going in. We're gonna claim this ship and we're gonna disassemble it to bits. Because I am not taking another ship. There's just no point. And I'm going to put it in lower speed just in case because I don't trust you, game. Oh, this ship is a wreck. There's barely anything to do here. Okay, well, claim. Now a bunch of alerts will be showing on the screen, but that's fine. What we want is we want all of this stuff. Oh, get out of the way. We want all of this dismantled, and then we're gonna dismantle the hull itself. Galaxy Squad, I'm not sure what you're referring to there, but you were mentioned and in a few of the Factorio videos, since I generally have conversations with you while I'm playing. I think I'm gonna need new storage rooms soon, but they've left the monster corpses next. Please tell me that I can still select them. Yes, I can. Thank the Lord. And I want you to make raw chemicals. There we go. Okay, insufficient available resources. Fortunately, we do have other food types. We have space food already prepared. But it's a good thing I've put in another growth here. Everything is optimal. I do like the check boxes, check marks there. Uh, let's speed everything up again, because this will take a lot of time to disassemble all of it. Okay, Galaxy, enjoy your soup. So why are you not disassembling? Ah, because the ship is occupied. The shuttle is occupado for the trades. Okay, you are excused for not doing what your job is. I did claim everything on this ship, right? Ah, there's still some infra scrap left there. That's fine. This is something that can happen when you have more crew on the ship. The shuttle will leave and leave the crew behind. And depending on what tasks are scheduled for it, it can lead to problems. Fortunately, this is not one of those times. Also, right now there is a bug in the game that when you destroy an enemy ship that has shuttles, the shuttles will float out of their docks and you won't be able to claim them, even though you should be. Okay, so we got everything we want to get from there. What's our hull situation? Well, not perfect. Not bad though. Uh, I do want to get a factory extended as soon as possible because I will need that room. So let's do it here. And I'm gonna be getting some extra hull from these things, I think. I think I can also disassemble everything on the hull section here. So I should be getting a lot of hull. So I should expand the ship this time around, I think. I was beyond lucky that there are no pirates in this system. Because if there were, I would be doing a lot of running. I do think that the night lasts a bit too long. Okay. This will be a lot of work getting all of this disassembled. But there is a bonus in disassembling a claimed ship as opposed to salvaging a relic. Uh, and that is that with the derelicts you get scrap, and when you do dismantle, you actually get all of the resources. So claiming a ship, even if you don't want to keep it, is actually good. Okay, so we are done with this, so let's build some walls. And we will then move this all the way to here. We will move this. Here. critical resources load. Yeah, that's all for the other ship. We don't care about that. It's not relevant. We have 20 fuel left, so we're halfway through. But we mined out 10 fuel, so we're good. Fortunately, we won't be getting any fuel for this, but you can't have everything, unfortunately. Because of this because of the Exclaim ship, we will be getting a lot of resources from it, though. That we don't need to smelt, so that's much more efficient, much better. Link, just go link there. How big is it? This is 4 blocks wide, so we need to expand this by 2 blocks. What's the hull situation? 3 of them. That's not gonna be enough. Let's see if we can do at least this. We do get some food from. We are getting some tech blocks from this, which is very important. 3 energy blocks. This is useful. 500 credits. 1 fuel. We do have some material to make some extra hull. And we are decomposing these things. I do have a corpse. Yes, I do. So we're gonna deconstruct that. We have monster corpses. So we're gonna use that. I have 0 random body parts. We will move this now. So I need 4 spaces for that, so that will be fine. And then we will move the electronics there. We're happy that you enjoyed your soup. Okay, so now the 2 things that get on fire most often are the kitchen and the factory. So thermal regulators are a must in both of these. How are we doing with deconstruction here? It's actually doing very nicely. Of course, after I deconstruct everything, then I have to instruct them to move everything from here all over to my main ship, which is about now. So here, transfer all of this. 6. I have enough for 2 turrets. Yes. All of this to the floating loop, please. And when you transfer that, then we will focus on other things. Where I'm gonna put those I want to put those turrets in groups, just because. Probably gonna extend this and make them there. Okay, so we do need some other things though. Well, yeah, the recommended setup, Galaxy Squad for Space Haven, the optimal setup is for a 16 slot ship. Why is this an 8 or 8 slot ship? I can't remember if this is correct or not. Is that you have 2 stabilizers, 2 shields, and 4 turrets. Yeah, 8. 8 system points is the largest right now. And you can't build 8 slot ships. You can build 4 slot, I think, right now. And that's the most. I think. Hold on. I know I can check that. Oh yeah. Yeah, you can't make 16 points ships. Or 12. Oh no, what I have is actually a 16 point ship. It's just that I've built stuff so it doesn't count all of it. Because this takes system points and the hull stabilizer also takes system points. So yeah, it's already using some up. All of the systems take system points. So you can't overpower your ship. I mean, there is a you could just ignore hull stabilizers and put everything into turrets if you'd like, but that means that your ship will have very low HP, which is not advisable. For 2 shield, 4 turret, 2 stabilizers is kind of a optimal setup at the moment. No tools facility, that's all on this ship, isn't it? Yeah, we still have stuff here that we need to transfer over. You mean me? Galaxy Squad? Well, yeah, I'm not surprised. I told you before why that is. Uh, you weren't there when I was just starting the today's stream, so there is you've seen it probably on the loading screen. There is a timer until the next alpha is up, and I think it said that it's 2 weeks or a week from now. So we will be getting at least the research. The research section is probably going to come on the next alpha version. I like to see when this is like filling up full. I was extremely lucky that the ship in which you almost died in Galaxy had an extra crewmate, so I have an extra crew member. Well, yeah, I agree, Galaxy Squad. The research will make the game a lot better because there will be actually some progress in it. I just don't know what will research entail yet, and will that include new blocks and new items and new things? Because right now you don't have a limit. You can immediately go for the turrets. So I don't know. Also, if you're researching weapon systems for your ship, there's only one. If you're researching items that you can build, currently you have pistol, shotgun, assault rifle, and I don't know what's left, and they're all pretty samey. Shotguns are more useful against aliens, but that's pretty much it. What's my food status? Food status is better. Food status is better. 7 vegetables, 16 space food. So we are getting better. Should have built this sooner. We can all sell the extra food when we don't need it. I will need more storage space soon. Okay, have you moved? No, you still have a bunch of stuff to move. And why was this not deconstructed? I think I can deconstruct that part already though. Hull. Remove hull. Okay, I can remove that part. I don't know why you didn't fill up the ship with full, because there is still stuff here you need to move, but okay. I don't like that this doesn't tell me when it's completely full. Oh, it does. Capacity 998. Oh, I still have plenty of space there. Some things need to be more in your face, not that I have to look for digits in the bottom of the corner. Speed up the night. Yeah, they might add more things. They just haven't mentioned it in the roadmap. I don't know. We will see when the update actually comes. Hopefully, there more stuff will be added, but we will literally won't know until it gets there. Well, you would think so, but neither of these are full. This one has one item space left, and this one is only half full. And we are currently experiencing one of the drawbacks of this game. There is a lot of dead air between your what you're doing in it, because while I'm doing this, essentially, I'm just staring at them. I can't plan out anything. I can't really do much. I can do build parts of the ship if I want to, but that's pretty much it. And what are you doing? I wish I could make this a higher priority, but I can't. I should have enough hull to expand this now, though. When I play this off stream, when I'm just playing this, it's constantly on fastest speed. The only time I slow it down is when I'm either trying to dodge pirates or when I'm going through a large ship that I'm presuming is full of aliens. Every other point is on full speed, just too slow. Now I'm going to be disassembling this ship in a way so that none of the items get destroyed, but I think actually all of the items have been already moved, so let's just disassemble everything. All your hulls are belong to me, and it seems to me that even though it is dismantling the hull and not wrecking it, it's still counting as salvage, so it's just making scraps. And that kind of blows because it's dismantling. It's not salvaging. It's a claimed ship, so I should get the exact same amount of resources back. But for some reason I'm not. I'm getting scraps again. So I'm just gonna do this number. Since I can't affect this in any other way, all I want you to do is scrap. Hull scrap. That's all I want you to do. Just do hull scrap. That's all what your life is good for. We can soon jump out of here. I'm gonna wait for this to be harvested and we'll go. One person is streaming Hard Space Shipbreaker. Uh, yeah, that game is also waiting for an update. Like I said, I'm gonna be back on Shipbreaker when they release something new. Uh, the last thing that they did was they added the science ship, which I kind of liked. But they are making the salvage ship in the next update, but that update hasn't come in yet. So until that happens, I'm not playing the game. That game also has a problem with being too big for its own good. It's a brilliant game and I love it. I love it to bits, but you know, I can only do a single type of ship so many times before I get bored. And while I applaud the ship designs that they did do, they are still very samey. And we are done in the system and we are jumping away. As soon as they are done collecting... Oh, they're gonna collect even the scraps? That's fine. That's fine. That's actually very good from you. Okay. So you can now... well, we will be abandoning that ship. I think everything else is fine. We're not leaving anything else behind. Jump. We are leaving Cynea behind. We don't need it. We don't want it. Up there is fuel, but we'll go around and back. I don't know where this will end. I'm trying to optimize my jumps. This is definitely going to be connecting through here, but I don't know if it's going to connect through there. So let's go for the mining. Oh crap, I just jumped back into the same place I was in, didn't I? Yeah, I jumped back into the same place I was in. Now that's some wasted fuel right there. Because why would I do everything correctly when I can just do it incorrectly? Wasn't paying attention. Okay. I'm not surprised, Galaxy Squad. Both of those games, you have such an incredible liberty of doing so many things. You can do projects, you can just do building, you can do so much with them. I'm not surprised at all. Mine this out and mine this out, please. And while you're doing that, I'm gonna see if we can have some extra hull being made. Now we do need electronics, and that's this thing here. So this is the green electronics and this to the blue electronics. I also need the lab for the chemicals. So let's place this here. Oh, these things also need tech blocks. I have to be able to make my own tech block, so this has to be made now. Advanced assembler is required for... Yeah, advanced assembler is required to make more tech blocks. I'm gonna put that here. I only have one tech block left now. So no turrets yet. I need to be able to make my own tech blocks, so this needs to be done first. Might as well put some lights in here. It won't really do much difference. It will make them feel a bit more comfortable. I don't know if that makes any difference on productivity, but I don't care. So this can make tech blocks. For that we need blue electric. And this is the green electric. But the blue electric also needs the green electric. Resource. Yeah, the blue electric needs chemicals. So the chemical lab. What is... A chemical refinery needs tech blocks as well. Which means I'm short on tech blocks. So something will have to go. What else was there that needed tech blocks? All of the consoles need tech blocks, so we will take care of one of the consoles first. Well, we don't really need the shields right now, so we're gonna dismantle that. Since there are no pirate ships here, and I'm gonna reassemble that once the tech blocks can be made. And we can also jump away from the system. we have a derelict here, and more importantly, we have fuel here. Immediately gonna go mine that out and this out. I only have 15 fuel rods, so soon I'll have to do something about that. There we go. Did you make all the hull that you could make? No, you have not. I will put energy scrap on continuous as well. I'm gonna put everything on continuous except for infrascrap. For the time being, infrascrap will also have its turn when I'm done building up the hull. This is too far? Are you kidding me? It is too far. Oh, come on. I can't move it without disconnecting something. I'm gonna tell to refine 10 more fuel rods just in case. Okay, we are done with... Ah, pirates! But we have an ally here, so hopefully they will chase them away. They have 2 cannons. So as long as these guys don't go away, I don't have to go away. My shield is still charged from when I had a shield console. Well, my luck was about to run out sometime, so there are pirates now here, but the pirates should be chased away by these guys. Yeah, I'm being Barbasorde, and they decided to leave. Perfect. Okay, we don't want to depend on other people for defense though. Hopefully this guy is coming, so that's great. Do you have any tech blocks to sell? Ah, he left. Those pirates are now damaged, and that makes it easier for us to dodge them because they're more likely to escape. Do you have any tech blocks? Can somebody go talk to him, please? Oh, maybe I can't because I don't. No, I don't have a shields console, but I have operations console. Huh. Okay, so this is making. Ah, but I don't have any chemicals at the moment. That is tricky. So essentially, we are running into the old loop-de-loop problem when you don't have a certain type of resource at all and you need it. Now this thing is supposed to make a bit of chemicals, but not enough. So am I going to pillage again tech blocks from somewhere else to be able to make tech blocks? Uh, because I need blue circuitry for it, and for blue circuitry